City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life when it's complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people, this is city. I met all my best friends, and I wanna thank every brick. I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. I owe you most my best moments in life. See, I fell in love for the first time in Golden Gate Park. I saw my first rap show at Great American Hall. I used to beg my homies for a ride across the bridge to goof off and spend the whole damn day doing whatever we want. Keith drove us down to Ice Place while we'd roll up a blunt, and me and Jack would get stoned, walk around and get lost. Don't think I'll ever truly pay back all I was lucky to get just by walking through the city. No, I'm a small part of this.
City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
I never really had a place to call my own, so I travel and I roam till I find that. But I'm full of adventure, so I wander and I venture, and it's safe to say that really I don't mind that. I book a flight to try to figure where my mind's at, a spot where I don't spend no money, just some time at. I mix and mingle with the people till I learn a little. I brought some weed and baby, maybe we could burn a little. She said you're funny, I said no, I'm Xavier, then I left. Sun shining, birds chirping, let me take a breath. I'm headed to the city where my chance to make it best. What people like to give a little, then you take the rest. I'm hoping one day maybe I can find a place to rest. I fell in love with life and wonder where it take me next. I like the hustle and bustle, I fell in love with the fashion. I feel the pulse of the city, it's moving me like a passion and it's mine.
How I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine. How I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. Me and my hometown, baby, we go way back. All the situations, circumstances, still we don't mind. Steady going on, I dance around the street lights. Hey, I know every street sign, hanging around the block. Like if you are my friend, then you are welcome any moment. Yeah. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
Come on. There we go. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good to see you guys here. It's funny that drag between the countdown finishing and the title coming up. Joel and I were just talking about this. It turns out if you have your subsequent movie films on certain SSDs, they take longer to wake up. I realized that my intro file, this one, that guy right there is in a bad location. I'm going to have to move it, which is good because it lines up with Keely's question for today. So it just so happens that certain SSDs will take a nap. And then when you wake up, even though all kinds of things on the computer was moving prior, I guess the SSD never fully woke up. So what happens is when you go to call the file has to wake up. And normally SSDs are fast at this. This particular SSD is a RAID set, so it does some checking before it wakes up, and it's super irritating because it makes things, I don't know, stupid. So I guess we'll have to take a look at that. But good morning, everyone. Good to see you guys here. It is Tuesday. Yeah, it's kind of a busy day. So we're going to keep it fun and light. Really kind of question, answer, hangout session. Just kind of see what you guys up to. Nothing super amazingly planned. Got a whole metric ton of meetings today. Because we're lining up some big stuff for the eCamily. So, yeah, man, it's in there. Let me say what's up to my fam. Remember, if you're brand new around here, let us know that you're new. If you have any questions, please proceed them with a Q and a colon because it's easier for me to search. And if you watch this on the replay, let us know. And remember, you can always ask questions there. We will get back at you. So, let's check. First of all, big ups to Keely because she beat David Hunt here. And again, something is so weird. Sometimes I restart and my comments change size. I don't know why. See, what you guys do is you guys call support. I never do because I don't want to bother them. And most things I can just fix myself. So there's that. Let me press this button. Yeah. All right, cool. Now we're good. Now we're cute. And Kevin is here. What's up, Kevin? Good to see you. Keely, I got your question on Star. Kevin's chilling in the backyard, hanging out with preschoolers. Not creepy. He's a teacher. Mr. Luis is in the building. Good to see you. David Hunt. Keely beat you. So there's that. Sammy Super Chat is in the building. Actually, David, I think she beat you on Saturday too, bro. I'm not keeping score or anything, but I'm just saying I think she beat you on Saturday, you know. Boom. Yes, good to see you, Mr. Albert. Yes, very, very, very cool, man. He's been just quite amazing. You know what I'm saying? His show this morning was good. If you didn't get a chance to check it out, it was pretty cool. Thank you, Mr. Kevin, for that. I appreciate you, brother. Hello, Valerie. Good to see you here. Every time I see Valerie's avatar, I feel like she finna sing us a song. I don't know why. It just has the image of like someone who's going to belt a lovely melody that, you know, either cheer you up or make you feel relaxed and go sleep. One of the two. What? Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. See, June's always here. He's always lurking. June is stealth. He is like absolutely stealth 24/7. That's just him. Sneaking up on folks. All right, gang. So today, one of the things that Keely, I was just about to say one of the things that the Canadians said because Brock put this flag up in the comments and I was talking about Keely and then the word Canadian almost came out of my mouth, which is apropos, but still. And then, yeah, anyway, so Keely wanted to know how you can move scenes and like try to keep everything in order. Let me scroll back to her question because she's setting up for a live stream tomorrow with her new mini. Says, how we know about the secret Ecamm Live app support library move trick that you showed? I want to send a carrier pigeon asking for friends. Okay, so listen. It's not really an Ecamm Live thing. This is Mac apps in general. Like all Mac apps kind of have this capability. I shouldn't say all. I should say most. Most Mac apps have this capability. So let me see. Let me set up a little something. I had this thing set yesterday to show us the Finder. Let me click that. And then we get us a blank Finder window. Now, this doesn't do a good job of showing you drop downs, but look, right here, I'm clicking on the Go part of the Finder menu. So if you're on Finder, at the very top, you got File, Edit, View, Go, Window, and Help. And sorry, just the way Screen Share works, it doesn't like to show the Go part of the file menu. You'll notice down here, these are the places to which you can get to. Nothing in there says how to get to my library. However, if I press the Option key, the word library shows up. I let it go, it says computer. I press it again, it says library. So you want to click that. And then it will open a window. And your window will look similar to this. Okay? So inside this window, the normally third or fourth version down will say application support. You want to go inside that window. Let me change it to cheek lays real quick. So inside this application support window, are basically the files that makes all of your favorite apps run. They are normally in alphabetical order, but if not, all you really have to do is start typing ECA. Takes us straight to where it says Ecamm Live. Okay, hold on. Let's do something real quick. If you do not know what you are doing, do not play in here and then break something and then call support and say, Doc said, yeah, don't do that. If you don't know what you're doing, stay out of this folder, period. Or have your stuff well backed up so that you can just put it back the way you got it. But if you move slow, you pay attention, this works for just about every app in the planet. Just about. Not all, but most. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. You can basically take this folder, copy it across the network to your new machine, and put it in the same place. Again, it has to be in your computer. Hey, do this. Okay, in your computer, your main hard drive, users folder, your home folder, library, application support. Like, this is kind of where all the settings for all of your favorite apps live. So for instance, if I wanted to move my iPhone backups, I would take these two iMazing folders and I would copy them and move them to another machine. And then when I started iMazing on that machine, for the most part, everything should work. Not all apps, but some apps will require you to also move a preference file. I normally set my preferences by hand, but if your app requires that, you got to come down here to preferences, do the same thing, open this folder, look inside these myriad icons, and find the preference file that matches your stuff. Now, normally there will be hundreds in here, so you got to do a little searching, but it'll normally be com.something, something, something, the name of your app. The majority of the ones in the top are all Apple oriented, and then you get alphabetical, and then there is a couple in here for Ecamm Live from here across to here. But these are just preferences files that says how you have your thing set up to do with window placements, how your guest comes in, basically everything that you set from preferences. I don't know if you have to move these or not. I didn't, because I just reset my preferences because I know what they are kind of by heart. I just fly through them. However, it is a thing. If you want to do that, that is all you have to do. Move those guys to the exact same places on the new machine, and you'll be good to go. Keely, let me know if that helped. I want to replace. Don't mess with that. Okay, cool. Ta-da! All right, so that was that. Hope that helped, Keely. Let me get back down to the bottom of the comments where I was. Dun, dun, dun. And hey, Scott, good to see you here. I have you know that probably one of my top 5 cities is PDX. The first is going to be Sapporo. The second is Osaka. I know it's cheating. This is how I roll. Then would be San Diego and PDX holding a tight third. And then after that, it'd be cheating if maybe Seoul. Seoul would be coming in at 4th, and then my 5th one would be Shanghai. Anyway, there you go. Now you know. Yes, June. I showed that in class the other day. I was trying to keep it Canadian for Keely, but yes, you can also do Command-Shift-G. I don't know if my computer will do it correctly, but let's see. Command-Shift-G pops up this window, and as you can see, I already have it there. It's tilde, library, application support, Ecamm Live overlays. But a secret to this is when you are typing, because that is a lot to type and you might forget, all you have to do is hit the tilde key, the slash key, LI tab, APP tab. It will ask you which one. Application support, EC tab, and then OVE tab. That's shortcut to finish it out. if you don't remember the exact path. But, you know, that one requires you to have some memory skills to remember where things be hiding. So good call on that one. Yes, David, they have been warned, because I know for a fact somebody gonna do it and then screw it up. You still have to pull the scenes too, Keely. You got to go Command Shift D, and you got to hit this little box right here, and this is going to take a second. You got to name what you want to name it and have it export the scenes. In order to get all of them, cancel. Go away. See, now it doesn't want to do that. I knew I should have did that. It's because I have a lot of scenes, so I'm not going to do this in real life, but if you want to do is select all of them here and then hit that button, and then that will help you get all of them. So you still have to move that too. Yes, there is a shared one. Keely, it should be in your user one. But if it's in the shared one, it's in the shared one too. It's the same steps, but don't put it in the shared one. It needs to be in the one that's in your account. So the reason for, go away, stop. Don't do that. The reason for having this tilde is it makes it go into your folder. If you don't have the tilde, you're going into the master one that's set at the system level, in which case you're sending it to the wrong place. So, yeah, that's a possibility. What the heck did I just do? That is weird. All right, I just did something that broke everything. Anyway, we won't worry about it for now. It's Linux, bro. That's the way Linux works. It's better for you. So I would strongly suggest don't mess with the hidden folders unless you know what you're doing. You kind of sort of don't want to mess with the hidden folders inside the Mac OS. It's just not a good look. Oh, I know what it did. When I was messing around, I accidentally moved my preference folders right in the middle. Ecamm doesn't know where stuff is now, but that's okay. We'll get it twisted. So the recording folder should not be hidden. The recording folder should be not hidden at all. Yes and no, Tommy. There has been some changes to the way that fonts work. So some fonts are licensed and set in your system by Adobe, and other fonts are not. So it can change. Yeah, in theory, yes, you can, but it doesn't always work that way because now fonts licensing, things have changed a little bit. Good to see you here. I appreciate you. Oh man, this is just whack. See what I get for accidentally moving something while I was teaching Keely something? I accidentally pressed move, and I didn't mean to press move, and then now it mucked up every stuff. Anyway, I don't care. I can fix it. Hello, Mr. Wood. Good to see you here. Hello, Kathy. Also good to see you here. Yeah, scan converter is the maneuver. It technically works the best. It is kind of sort of what you want to do. However, the one disadvantage to, well, scan converter was buggy. It was crashing, but they kind of fixed it. So it may be okay now. I haven't played with it as much since the new thing comes out. I use Sienna. Sienna's, in my opinion, is a little bit more powerful, but people balk at Sienna because it costs $40. But I mean, they're all good. I mean, NDI is NDI. Let me pull this up. Change this guy to Chromology. Googly Chrome. Yes, this is the one that I use. But it's very good because it just allows you to be more creative. I have an entire video on the channel about using NDI overlays. And if you go to that video, it will help you. Let's see what I do with it. OVERLAYS. There we go. Me got it. Man, YouTube is dumb. I'm gonna just say that. I don't know why, but it is. Okay, copy this and then paste it in the chat. Thank you, Dr. Elo. I just seen that. Okay. Dang it, that didn't work. There you go. Yeah, so it does allow for a little bit more power in your overlays if you do it that way. All right, now, because I accidentally moved my settings, everything just went dumb, and it's not making me happy. This is why you don't mess around in there. I think when I restarted it, it'll all come back because I reversed the situation, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. So what was happening with the standard NewTek one, the free one, is when you would close a window, say like I got Chrome open right now, if I would close Chrome, it would trash NDI and hang up the system. So you'd have to restart NDI. If you go back a bunch of streams, you've seen it happen before. And then, yeah, it's just messed up. And now YouTube is saying that my stream is not correct, which is also whack. But anyway, we're going to leave it alone and hope that it's working. You run the you run NDI scan converter on your PC, and then you select the window. Your two machines have to be on the same network, and then it should see your machine perfectly fine on there, right? It should just pop up. So you go to either NewTek or Sienna. They have both versions have Mac and PC. That's weird. Getting strange errors, but it's working. I'm confused. All right, YouTube, stop messing with me. I'm busy. So yeah, you basically run the application on your PC, select the window that you want to come out, and then as long as those machines are on the same network, it should show up across the network. When comparing supercardioid to cardioid mic for a talking head desk setup, I would assume cardioid would be better, less chance of picking up background noise. Yes and no. It's more of the pickup pattern, the shape, right? So there's various shapes. When you see the pattern, some of them will have a heart-shaped pattern where it comes out and then around it. Some of them just come around. The ones that are more around are better at picking up background noise because the ones with the heart-shaped pattern do pick up background a little bit, but the footrum, aka space where you can be heard, falls off really quickly. The one thing to know about mostly is in most cases your dynamics are going to be better at noise rejection and your condensers are going to be super sensitive, but they're designed that way so that when the drummer is doing the jazz and the brush slides across the snare head, you can actually hear the brush sliding. When you hear that cymbal and you close the hot, you can actually hear the closing, and you can actually hear the pan rattle when it closes. When you have a bad recording, all you hear tss. But when you have a good recording and you're listening on really good headphones, something like the Apple Ridiculous phones or the Shure, what is it called, the 50 Ion 50s or whatever, or the Sony MWH 1000s, some Bear Dynamics, or some high-end headphones. When you're listening to that, when you hear the cymbal close, if you listen closely, you won't just hear it, you'll hear it Like you hear because it's shaking, and then when you close the turtle, it doesn't close evenly. It closes kind of like that, and then it squishes. If you were to see a cymbal close in slow motion, and when you have good quality microphones, good quality headphones, good recording, you can hear all of that. So when you hear us audio nerds talking about the subtleties in the voice, you hear the fretboard slide on the guitar, or you hear the release of the key and they pop up. You hear it pop back up. Thank you, Doctor. Where you go? Thank you, Dr. Dwayne Wood. I appreciate you. We got too many doctors in here. Dr. Rock, Dr. Elo, Dr. Dwayne Wood, and Dr. Keeley. Done. Anyway, so yes, Brock, the whole concept of the supercardioid patterns is in order to just have a pickup pattern that will allow it to pick up different things in the periphery. So it's kind of funny because in the live streaming game, we are always talking about a single mic, right? Like everybody's looking for that one particular mic that's going to do their thing. When you go to a production, right? Now, I'm not telling you to do this to your house, but it's just an explanation so you understand how these things work. The audio person will pull up something known as a mic box. It will be about yo wide, about yo deep. Let's call it 2 foot by 2 foot cube. And when they open that sucker, when you look down in there, there'll be 20 microphones completely tucked in foam, right? And so they will pull out various sets of mics in order to get that sound, right? So even going from auditorium to auditorium, the real good singers will have, like, this particular microphone sounds great in this hall environment, but this is a theater environment, so this particular microphone will sound better. Like their producer will tell on their rider according to where they're playing to send in a layout or like a sound stage, a sample of the sound stage, and they will pick the microphones accordingly because various pickup patterns will change the entire dynamic of a performance. So therefore, when you see live albums, the ones that sell really well, Kennedy Center, Lincoln Center, Hollywood Bowl, because they have a audio quality to them that's different from, say, your local Blaisdell Arena. You know what I mean? Like our soundstage in the Blaisdell Arena sucks. So no person's really going to want to record a live album there. Now, Joe Coy and Kevin Hart have both performed, and Fluffy have performed comedy there that ends up on Netflix, but that's different because it's just talking. So yeah, that is really weird thing, but yeah, mics can get insane. You honestly, what happened? Oh, good job, man. Thank you, Brock. There we go. That's better. Yeah, see, when I accidentally mess with the preferences, it's changed everything. That's disgusting. Yeah, it can absolutely go in there and mess with your stuff. Thank you, Dr. Elo and Brock, for catching that. Never messing with Keeley and preferences live because that was just dumb. It almost broke everything. That's funny. It's nice to know how that worked. Anyway, thank you guys for catching that for me. Nice thing about Scans Convert, yes, you can get real specific about, yes, 100% true. And now you guys understand, right? See, Kevin? So going back to Brock's point, look, when it accidentally switched to the iMac mic, it just sounds so different, right? Yes, they're still on the same network, even if one is Wi-Fi and one is hardwired. Thank you, Dr. Dwayne. You guys, I just did a full-on Miss D and get 20 minutes behind in the comments. Now I just have monitors and mount stuff on my rolling stand. Dude, the new stand setup from Peter is freaking cray-cray, but I'm super irritated at that video. And Peter, we're cool, but I'm irritated because Aperture has not had the light in stock forever, and yet like they keep producing videos with the elites showing off that light, which is kind of irking. There you go, man. I tell you, every time you come, I must tell you, you have the dopest name ever. I just love it.
I'm bringing sexy back.
Anyway, very cool. Hey, what's up, Sig? You know, that Lewitt Sig is dope. Sig said, I should read, hello. I got the SM7B as you suggested, but also got the Lewitt LCT 440 pure at a super sale. It just blew me away, even in a non-treated room. Yeah, Lewitts are dope, dude. I like Lewitts. You know, but again, the thing is, for me, my voice is super deep, so those normally don't do good for me. It's just a weird thing. I have a jacked up voice, and that's the other part that's so hard, because we all give each other recommendations. I will say that the SM7B, the Electro Voice RE20, the Heil PR40, the Rode Podcaster, not Rodecaster, the Rode Podcaster, the Rode Pod Mic, these guys were all set up to be vocal speaking, like general people's voice. Like, it kind of fits a good range. The SM7B has some of the best bass reproduction of all of those mics, because it is built off SM57, traditionally a drum mic. So it has qualities that will help it when you have, you know, Barry White. So it's one of those weird situations where, like, you guys know me, I can't stand the sound of Yetis. They sound horrible. But Stephanie Lou, my mentor, when she speaks on the Yeti, it doesn't sound too bad. Her voice is in a perfect spot for its dynamic range. Dissimilar from camera dynamic range, but similar. It just basically means the space in which there is a sweet spot of frequencies. And you can find people that just have good voices that slot in perfectly in that 30,000 to 40,000 hertz range. It's not that high. Sorry, come down. But, you know, they fit in that perfect hertz range where they had a perfect low, mid, high voice. Like, just everything comes out there. Now, the other thing, your pickups and how that mic is situated will specify how much drive energy it needs for the vocals to sound good. So, for instance, on this particular mic, I can talk absolutely soft and it still sounds incredible. Some of the other mics aren't going to do that. That's because of the way their the SM, man, I can't speak in it. SM7B is set up. Pod mic also does pretty good with quiet speaking. Some other mics not so much. So there's that. Okay. Oh, that's 100% your fault. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do with my minis, Luis, is build a case like that. Yes. I like the RE20s was normal in radio stations, but every shift my engineer would come in and swap it out because I had too much voice for the RE20. It's kind of funny. Let's see. Yes. Okay. So in the old school days, there's a Sennheiser MD421. That is a 441U is the new version. Back in the days, it was the 421. That my engineer used to swap out for a 100% drum mic whenever I would do my show because I just sounded weird on the. I sounded weird on the old school, like, you know, RE20s. Just kind of a trippy situation. So yes, every particular show, he would come in, take this guy off the stand, put this guy on the stand. We didn't have SM7Bs in our station, so I never got one. Otherwise, he probably would have used that. But every shift, my engineer would come in and drop one of these in because it had better bass pickup for my voice, and I just sound weird on RE20s. And like you said, never call me again. It's because they're just bright. They're just straight up bright. It's more deep. Oh, it's dope. Sig, now I'm going to have to go listen to your videos and see what you came out with because it sounds good. Yes. Yes, 100%. Eric, what's up, brother? I know what you meant, but there's an H in front of that. But close enough. I'll give you the juice because you're Eric and you're cool. Okay, let's go back. So, again, if you guys have any questions, let it through. Let's see what you guys are doing. Again, super casual today, nothing crazy. There was something I wanted to... Oh, man. I'm having brain farts. Let me beverage. Okay. I did get something cool that I kind of wanted to show you. And I hope that these eventually come out. They had enough problems in their production that they might scrap the project, but I hope not, because these are pretty epic. A while ago, I showed some of you guys my Hyper Juice charger. Let me see. Let me pull it up real quick. HYPERGUICE. Boom. All right, here we go. I did show you guys my Hyper Juice charger at some point. This is my favorite go-to travel charger. I actually use it in I hate when these companies do this. Stop that mess. I don't care. I actually use it for just about everything now. So what it is it's a brick about the size of the standard MacBook charger. It's a little longer but lighter. And instead of just having the MacBook charger piece that comes out, as you can see, you get two of the USB-C shaped power delivery chargers and two USB-A style power delivery chargers. Now, this guy basically delivers 100 watts through the big ports, and it delivers 18 watts through this port. I'd still use it to charge my computer because it's pretty rad and it does keep up, but it does take longer. But it's just if you just plug it in, it does work really well, and it's kind of delicious. The reason why I like it is because it's gallium nitride. Any chargers that have gallium nitride in them would normally be lighter and smaller because they require less things in order to work. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Mine's red inside, which is weird, but I guess that's because I got it, Kickstarter oriented. Anyway, that being said, the people over there have updated and came out with some new stuff. Now, I just wonder if it's going to make it here because of the issues that they had with their shipping and whatnot. But let's see. Okay, I'm going to show you this. This is a new guy, 65 watts, right? So look at there. It's tiny. And I want to show you tiny. So we got many Sony shooters here. This is your standard issue Sony battery, right? So it's about similar width to the Sony battery, a little bit wider, right? And then that would be the length. It's about two of these stacked together. What I like about it, again, duck lips, fold from the top, so when you plug into the wall, it's not trying to fall out. You know what I mean? It's cool like that. The other thing that's cool about it is they left you a socket in the front. So the socket in the front is cool because you can actually plug something else in the front of this. Now, this front port has 1500 watt max. That means in theory, I would never do this, by the way. Plus, I don't need one. I don't have hair. You could run a hairdryer out the front of it or a fan or something of that nature. I personally would never do that, but you could. I could run my hot beard comb in it, though. Thanks, Brian, for the Kusha Bar recommendation. It's pretty good. So, again, it's super light. And this time they did it different. They put the 18 watts on the bottom, and these top three are all 100 watts. So these are pretty dope. This one is the 100 watt guy. This one is the 65 watt guy. Sorry, I had it backwards. So the 65 watt guy is small. Like it's actually smaller, you know, in shape than the Sony battery. And again, what's cool about these is when you travel, you can just do one of these moves. So if you have a lot of stuff to charge, like a couple Sony cameras, battery chargers and the like, all of the above, you can just do it like that. Take one of these, plug it in down here. You know what I mean? And then slap in another battery like such. So like this could all in the telly. I can charge 2 Sony batteries. I still got room to charge the computer, the iPad Pro, the iPhone, some more stuff. So if you can only get the white one that's available because they never come out with the smaller ones, it is still a very good move, especially for those of you on your live streaming setup where you're having issues with power of certain things, right? Or you have a dummy battery that uses USB power instead of a power brick. This will deliver enough juice. And this is light. I mean, it really weighs nothing. I believe they finished up on Indiegogo, but they started on Kickstarter, INDEGOGO. And Hyper is not a new company. I know a lot of stuff with the crowdfunding stuff can be a little bit like, but Hyper has been in the game forever. They make the best like Mac chargers when you wanted to have a battery that was like on the side, you know, for being out in the street for like events or something. They used to sell these Hyper juice packs, these really gigantic Hyper juice packs. So this is what it looks like on the go-go, and hopefully they will eventually come out to still sell them. Yeah, the Kickstarter, we got black ones. I don't think the black ones will ever hit the streets. They were a Kickstarter special, but they're really cool. And in theory, I think they said you could stack like 5 or 6 of these guys on top of each other and still would work. So if you can get your hands on one, I would say get one because they're super dope. And they're really light and they're good for travel. But yeah, look how tiny it is. We're talking like Tic Tac for a 65 watts and Mentos for the big end. It's super, super crazy. Super crazy. Yeah, that Zendur battery is dope. Whenever I buy these chargers now, I am looking for gallium nitride because that keep them light. Like if you can find GAN charger, that keeps it super light, and that, my friends, is dope. Sig says, boom, got a comparison video. All right, I will take a look at that. That's cool. What's up, Brian? Good to see you here. And the Anchor. Yeah, I was using my Anchor chargers forever, and then I got my tiny Anchor gallium nitride for the iPhone. This thing is super tiny, but this is a fast charger for iPhone. And again, it doesn't weigh anything, much better than the massive brick that they give you. So yeah, I just thought I would show you this because it's kind of cool. And no, don't do that. Press this. Bye-bye. I think they're awesome. Hopefully these guys will come out and boom, do their thing. Sammy says, thinking of having a live band for my live interviews, but what's the best way of doing audio from another interface or a mixer in the Ecamm? Bring them into your mixer. So it's just like TV. You produce everything. You can put like a 3,000 channel Neves XSL digital mixer down the hallway, run a master cable all the way back to something as simple as the Rodecaster Pro, put it in on 2 mic ends, level it from there. That becomes your adjustment out to whatever. So that's normally how you do it. Premix, submix, and send buses. You just build a send bus to Ecamm. That's it. And it'll be gangster. We talked about this before, but I still think this is cool. I don't know why, but I really want one of these. This is super stupid. I just want one. You guys ever seen the listening head that they use to fine-tune studios with? You put this head, clip it to a chair or stick it on a tripod where the person would sit, and then you can tune your show accordingly. I know it's crazy, but I want one. Don't ask me why. Okay, one other thing I wanted to show you guys today, because I've been doing some messing around. Close that. Is I wanted to show you the idea of bringing in a video with audio to play in your show that was compressed. I've got a super dope resource for any of you guys out there creating content for YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, doing presentations, something you got to throw together for school. That, my friends, is a web video as a WebM video as an overlay, completely scalable. So therefore you realize that means that you could put it in like a overlay because you're moving this around. Does that make sense? Like you could easily set this up in an overlay, or, put yourself where like you're wrong direction. You're over here. Hey, everybody, check out this video I want to show you. And it will play in. So isn't that cool? So using, again, Adobe Media Encoder or Shutter Encoder or something like that, you can actually go in and compress a video with audio and play it as an overlay if you're doing it as a WebM. And that, my friend, is cool. Yeah, I know I showed you guys that before, but it just popped up when I was showing you something, so it kind of made me think about, I don't know why I want one, but I want one. What's up, Obs? Good to see you here. Yes, Brian, that thing is crazy at 9K. It's insane, but I don't know why I want one. I just want one. Hey, Laura, good to see you here. All right, gang, today, short. I got a lot of work to do, but I just wanted to come in and hopefully Keely was able to get you situated. I think you said somewhere up there that it worked, so that's dope. Don't forget, we got class coming up for you on Saturday along with another stream. But if you haven't, hey, what the heck? Where's my overlays? Oh, my goodness. Now everything is missing. Okay, well, that's not going to work. I got to go rebuild all of my scenes now. That's okay. I like to nuke and pave my Ecamm all the time. I like to just come in, grab all the scenes, throw them away, and rebuild it because it just seems to work a little better. Yes, WebM can do transparent backgrounds. Let me show you, Tommy. Let's go here. Da, 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 da. This, my friend, is a WebM. That is a WebM file. So yes, you can do transparency with WebMs. Thank you, Sig. I appreciate that. So yeah, Tommy, your Shutter Encoder can do that. And again, I just made that video a few days ago. It's on the channel, maybe like 2-3 days back. Yeah, but the transparency stuff with WebM is incredible. Like you can get super nuts with it. And then I don't know why I keep showing people this, but this is my favorite one that I made. Oh wait, that was the movie version. Okay, hold on. Let me show you. Get over here. Cancel. Cancel. Escape. No. No. See, that was the movie version. That was the accident. We want the web version. I don't know why I made that. It's super silly, but it works. So yeah, Tommy, you can get crazy with it. You can get super crazy with it. And if you get a chance, Tommy, pop into the community yesterday's video where I was showing people how to make your streams faster by smashing up a bunch of that video content so that when you go to play them on your stream, you can get your file sizes down a lot. I mean, when we were messing around yesterday, it's kind of crazy. Let me do this. And I actually have another video coming out about it on the LG dot camera. I despise that word, Tommy. You know me. I don't play that. I'm a weirdo. I know, but I don't play green screen anything. I'm over it. All right, so I was showing them, look, I can show you guys live right here, but this is a movie right here, was 173.2 megabytes. After I smushed it with WebM, got that sucker down to 8 megabytes. It's crazy. So there's video going to be on the LG.L channel showing you guys how to do it, and just look out for that. I believe I'm either going to publish it today or tomorrow. I forget. I got to ask my partners what we doing. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, Keely wants to web him. Let me do this right quick before I get in trouble. I don't know why. See what you did, Tommy? I was almost out of here scot-free, and then you got me in trouble with Keely. This is why I can't hang out with Tommy. Let's go. There we go. Here's the WebM version. Let's give a little, boom. I'm going to send this to the cloud right here. Come here, Droppler. And Droppler's uploading. And then Keely, here is the link in the chat now. Just click it and you got it. All right. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate you, bruh, because messing around with my friend down here, we broke the overlay. I've seen is resizing is harder. The file tons bigger. Yeah, that's true. Kevin Lyons has a dope presentation on how to do it, Tommy. But the way I think of it, just me, and again, your mileage may completely vary. Anytime you're asking the machine to do something with green screen, you're making it work harder than it wants to, because it has to actually remove that stuff on the fly, if that makes any sense. So real quick, before I dip, let me find my Chrome window. Where'd you go, Chrome? Okay, we got Chrome. Man, Chrome, where you at? All right, let's go to Mixkit real quick. This is a good site again, because you can practice things over here and kind of see what you like without getting into anything crazy. So I'll go in here, I'll say green screen, and let's say we want to put this lady right here. We're going to download her. Okay. I don't even know if any of this is going to work, but we're about to find out. So show this in the Finder. I got it. And then come over here, grab this screen right here, and then drag the lady video on here. Okay. See? Nope. Go back to blank. Doesn't work. Go back to camera. Doesn't work. What I want to do is drag that in as an overlay, because then I can use it as a camera, I think. Okay. So, nope. That doesn't work either. I was wondering if I could take this and make it a camera and then, like use it in here, but it doesn't really work like that. Now, what I could do is double click this, move it over to the side, and then click on NDI, and then tell NDI that I wanted to see QuickTime as my source. Okay. And then put this little lady on loop over here. Play loop. Okay. Go. And then I could click on camera and then click on that lady. Boom, boom. So now she's in there as a camera. In which case, why that doesn't even work? Nope. Even making her a camera doesn't let me change it. Okay. Let me try this. Nope. Still doesn't let me change it. Yeah. I don't know. I guess you'd have to bring it in as a camera, because even this doesn't work the way you think it was. How Kevin did it, I don't know, because the word green screen hurts my face. I just changed it right away. I thought by changing this to an NDI source, I might be able to, it seeing itself as a camera, I might be able to come into my camera overlays and like make the green disappear, but it don't work like that. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, you know, LP does this, but I think you have to render. I think you'd have to render all of that out ahead of time, or find a way to make it come up as a real camera. Like if it comes in as a real camera, like if you had a puppet that someone was working in front of an actual green screen, you had an actual camera on it, then that might work. But yeah, I'm surprised that this trick didn't work. Like I thought for sure that I would put it in as a camera and make it disappear, but not do that. So I think you can do it, Tommy, because LP does that with the lamb, right? The little lamb creature that pops out. But yeah, it's a curious case of Benjamin Buttons. I gotta think about this. Yeah, because I think I could put I could put Din Djarin in front of a piece of green paper and then point a camera at him and then have him pop up on the screen. All right, now you got my wheels turning. I will let you know if I come up with a good idea. All right, gang, I'm going to run. I got to go do some stuff. So, it's good seeing you guys here, of course. Play some music. I will see you on Saturday. We will be here around these parts Saturday to have us a fantastic little soiree and get together. I wanted to also remind you, since I got to make this manually, we do have class comes up on Saturday. If you want to get a chance to come in and hang out with us in class, just go to the Buy Me a Coffee page. It's buymeacoffee.com/DocRock, and you can get in and come and hang out with us in class. It is absolute blast. We have a good old time, and yeah, it's just lots and lots and lots of fun. And oh yes, dude, absolutely love this song. This song is so good. I don't know, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, I mean, I know how to do the green screen titles in Final Cut. We were just trying to do like a puppety type thing. Yeah, but even green screen titles in Final Cut makes no sense. Just make them alpha channel. Like, it's just simpler. I don't know why anybody does green screen titles in Final Cut. Just make alpha channel. It just works. You know what I mean? You can just throw them in there and call it a day. Anyway, gang, I will see you around in these parts, and y'all have a good day. And then I'll see you in the eCam community later today doing yet another live stream. And don't forget, Thursday, I will see you over on the LG.L channel for This Weekend Live. Peace out. A-Town Stomp. This is probably not going to work, but let's see what happens. See? It didn't work. Dang it, Keely. Does it play? Will it play? Let's investigate.